All right. Would you say there's any like downsides of being in the public eye?
I guess like privacy is a big thing, you know, like obviously I post everything about my life, even my kids and everything. Like lots of influencers choose not to share their children online for like safety reasons and stuff like that. But I guess I just don't think like that. I'm not like, oh, everyone's out to get us. Like I just have a really positive mindset. But I do need to be, I guess, a little bit safer when it comes to sharing the kids because I know, yeah, that is a really touchy subject.
Yeah. Have you ever had any like stalkers or anything?
I remember one stalker, but I think he was so harmless. Like he would, if he knew I was somewhere, like say at the hair salon, he would call the hair salon and be like, hey, can I talk to Skye? And he would do it every time I was somewhere.
How did he know where you were going?
He would watch my stories. Like I would post where I was and he would see that I'm there and then obviously Google it and then call me.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Who's got the time for that?
Yeah, I don't know. And then there's this one guy at the gym. I mean, I wouldn't call him a stalker, but he has come up to me a couple times and said like, oh, I saw your Deal or No Deal episode. And then each time it gets a little bit more like weird. Like the last time he came up to me, he's like, oh, you're fading away. I'm like, oh yeah, like maybe I've lost a bit of weight. And he's like, but at least the ass is still looking
good. See?
And I'm like,
like they all start harmless, I think. And then they just eventually gets like downward spiral things.
And the craziest thing about it was Lockie actually pointed this specific dude out to me one time. He's like, that dude just goes up to every single girl.
Oh, really? He's one of those.
He's like one of those guys. Yeah. And then I told Lockie and he was fuming.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's what?
Like started just with a conversation and then he's like complimenting your ass. What's next? Sniffing your bench after you're done with it?
I know.
Like that's mad.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just like, oh God, okay. Like, but I'm so friendly and I'm so nice to people. So I'm like, I would never want to make him feel bad. Like he thinks he's giving me a compliment.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, okay, thank you so much.
And it does put you in a compromising position anyway as well. Like how do you, like if it did like eventually like spiral more and more, like worse and worse, like that's an awkward conversation to have, right?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, if I felt uncomfortable by someone, I'm pretty blunt and upfront. Like I would definitely be like, look, mate, I feel uncomfortable. But I just did, like it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable, I guess, because I'm used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Like, yeah, thanks for the compliment. Like that's the goal, right? For the ass to look fat.
Yeah. And I guess like from like your perspective, like, because you're in the public eye anyway, people would know that, you know, you've got a partner and stuff. So like guys would be less inclined to like approach you and be weird, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't get that often from dudes at all.
People know like you're in a relationship and, you know, they're not going to try and...
I don't think I even got a lot of attention from dudes even when I wasn't in a relationship. Like it's always been about the girls. Anyway, what about you? Have you had any stalkers?
I actually haven't had any like proper stalkers.
You have when we've been out.
Yeah, well, I'm out every time. Like, don't get me wrong. Like people would follow and like they'd ask security guards like where's he gone, or like, you know, girls would see me go to the bathroom and then they'd just be queuing up outside the bathroom for me to wait until I'm done, sort of thing. Like, but I wouldn't say they're like weird stalkers. They're just kind of like just a little bit of a stalker, like a mid-range stalkers. I have a lot of mid-range stalkers, but I feel like you have like top spec
No, I
stalkers.
don't think it. I would not classify what I just spoke about top spec stalker.
It's weird because I feel like I do. I know you're saying that. Like I do have stalkers in the sense that like I could have done like a couple of things in my day, and then later on that evening I get a message and it's just off a random account and it's like, saw you at Social Brew today.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
get them.
And or saw you at the gym today. You look good at the gym. Or like sometimes it's like, saw you at Social Brew this morning, then the gym this afternoon. Do you know what I mean? Then it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have thought about it.
No.
See, I'm the same. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Hey, babe.
I had one that was similar to that. I was staying in the city at the Carlisle and this girl had messaged me on a numerous day. I stayed for like 4 or 5 days and obviously she must have been staying there as well. I didn't remember seeing her face. And then she kept messaging me every day and I only saw it once I left the hotel. And the last message was something like, I'm in such and such room. I'd love you to come and see me and fulfill my dreams. And I was with one of the boys and I was like, oh, like, should we just like play along with this just to see what her dreams are?
No.
Yeah. So I like remember clicking on her profile and she was like, she would have been like 50, over 50, like older dark, not old, but like older dark than like what I'd normally go for. And I was like, oh yeah, like what's your fantasies then? Like we were the boys laughing, and she was like, I just want to be like on the bed, but with just steaks all over the bed. I'm happy to pay for all the steaks. I just want raw meat everywhere and to be fucked on the bed with it. Like, what?
You did it, right?
How much?
Oh my God, that's so mean to reply and get her hopes up.
No, I just wanted to see what this girl was thinking, you know? And then when she said that, I was like, what? So you want like hundreds of steaks on the bed and to have sex on the bed?
That's giving I'm a celeb spec.
Like, yeah, no, literally. And I had another one that wanted me to have sex with her with a bunny hat on, like a hat with a bunny. She's like, I'd love you to have sex. I was like, is my face that bad?
Cal's offended. He's like, I've got to book him for the Botox now.
But you get weird requests and stuff, innit?
I don't get weird requests like that.
Really?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, but I do get the messages that are like, oh, I saw you today. Like, but they're nice. They're from girls. They're obviously not, you know, creepy messages. What else was I going to ask you?
Downsides?
Yes. What do you think the cons are of social media and like having an online platform?
I would say the biggest con that really sort of tips me off is when people ask for photos in like a rude way, where like they don't even ask. Like, I'm more than happy to take photos. Like, I love seeing people and people coming up to me and having conversations because it's nice for them to see me in person if they've just been seeing me on TV, right? So I'm all for that. But like, if I'm, say, having a conversation with you or having a breakfast with you and then somebody just comes in and just puts the phone in your face, it's like, whoa, like, have some respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to just be like, oh, can I get a photo? That really triggers me.
Yeah,
you know?
right. But I guess maybe looking at it from there, well, I mean, it could go two ways. They're either bitching about you and laughing about you and sending it to all their friends being like, oh, this guy. Or they're maybe just too intimidated or scared to ask for a photo because in their eyes, they're like, holy shit, like he's so famous. Like, I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Like, it's two different reasons, you know? They could be being really rude and disrespectful, or they're probably just really scared. But I have experienced people like sneakily taking videos and shit, and it is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Like, if somebody's taking a video from afar, I'm just like, whatever, like, that's fine. It's more like when I'm actually having like a conversation with you or like with somebody and they just come up into your grill, you know what I mean? Like, on a night out, I get it, you're a bit drunk, like, that's fine. But like, if I'm in a shopping centre or something and like, somebody just comes and just jams a phone in your face, you're like, whoa, like, just ask for a photo first.
Do they just say anything?
They don't say anything sometimes, Or if especially when they're with groups and stuff. That's probably like a downside that I don't really like. And then also like not being able to go out with my friends in social settings without getting like distracted.
Yeah, oh my God, like, I'm so bad for that.
I feel bad for my friends when like I go out with them because then like I'm just AWOL taking photos with everyone and I actually haven't spent any time with whoever's birthday it was.
Yeah, I feel that too. But my friends are so understanding. They're like, oh, she's going to go off and have like, make new friends. But I feel like even if I wasn't talking to people that I knew and who knew me, even if I wasn't talking to people who knew me, I feel like I would be like that anyway on the piss. I would just be like, hey man, like I would just make friends with people. But yeah, it is hard. Your friends definitely have to take the back seat and
100%. And like what's even worse is if you go out with one other person. That's bad. Like if you go out with like, there's a group, say there was like 5 of you, then like, you're getting distracted by taking photos or talking to people. You know that they still got their group, they're still having fun.
Yeah, they've still got their other friends.
Yeah, whereas like if it's just you and one other person, you're like, this is not going to end well for you because she's either going to be left alone by herself or she's going to be taking photos of you all night with random people.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel bad.
Yeah, definitely. I know they get a bit neglected, the old girlfriends and guy friends, but my friends are so sweet about it. And yeah, we always do go out as a group because they're like, I ain't fucking going out with you alone.
Yeah.
Another con, which doesn't really affect me, but I know that it would affect other people who are more sensitive, is like the hate comments and like the people just commenting just the most horrible shit. you know?
Yeah.
And like the DMs, like I've got a few haters in the DMs that are like, yuck, you look so old, or like just the worst shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, look after your kids. Like, you're not even a good mom. Like shit like that.
How do you
find
like
it-
overcome that? Like,
I find fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I just scroll and I'm like, oh my God, this person's like really going at it for
do
like
you ever
2
get
years.
tempted to like reply?
Sometimes I would reply, but
It's
not
just not worth it because that's what they're trying to get, right? They're trying to
Yeah.
get that like
that reaction
bite.
out
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
Also, there was this time I was in Melbourne and this girl had messaged me and she's like, oh, your partner's cheating on you, Lockie. Like, you should ask him about this girl. Her name's such and such. And I was like, what? And she's like, full giving me these details. I'm like, why would she make that up? So I'm messaging this brand because she's like, oh, she models for Princess Polly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, off. I'm heavily pregnant. I'm like, Lockie, what the fuck is this? He's like, dude, no, that's not true. So I'm messaging the brand being like, hey, has a girl called this ever worked for you? No, nah. Couldn't find her in the following list, nothing. Told my friend, or maybe I posted it to my close friends, and my girlfriend was like, off this bitch. She's like, I'm gonna message her. I'm like, all right, go for it. Because I was like, is this girl telling the truth? I want to know. And then my friend messaged her and goes, hey, I've got your number. If you don't start talking and give us the details, I'm gonna leak your number. And she's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I just wanted a reaction out of her. Like, it's not true, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
What goes through their heads?
I'm like, dude, you're telling a heavily pregnant girl that her partner's cheating on her.
Yeah.
And it's happened to Lockie too.
Yeah.
Like, people will message him and be like, oh, I heard this, I overheard this, or this and that. I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with people making this shit up?
I know. It happens to me a lot in that sense as well with when I'm seeing a girl.
Yeah.
Like, even with my ex, she would get like messages and screenshots of my conversation with another girl, and then they'd be like, oh my God, like what this girl has just messaged me saying that you've been linking up and you're doing this, and I've got the screenshots, got the evidence. I'm like, show me the evidence, show me. Then they show me and I'm like, all right, let me get it up on my phone. And then it's like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, make that make sense. But people just want to like, I don't know, like bring you down sometimes for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, God, imagine having that much time that you could do that and send that and like want a reaction from someone else. I'm like, dude, I'm way too busy for that shit.
Yeah, same.
And like, if it's never crossed my mind, but I guess there's just people out there that are just a bit, I don't know.
Yeah. I the way I obviously get, you know, some hate stuff through the DMs and that sort of thing as well. Touch wood, like I don't get too many because I'm not that controversial. I feel like if you're more controversial, you get a bit more of it.
I would say you are controversial. Like,
really?
I remember there was something on I'm a Celeb, you were talking about a girl and you were like, you know, if you FaceTime her and she doesn't answer, it means she's got a banged up fucking head and she's a no-go. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I'm like, if I said that, I would get absolutely destroyed. I would be like, I would have no a-hole left. Someone would come and rip it out. Like, I'm like, I think it's certain people. Like, yeah, it is. And like, I feel like, because I am so silly and I don't think before I say shit, people are like, oh, no, like, don't take it that way because she's actually a bit, you know, she's not all there.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on the person.
Yeah,
who's
like your
saying
personality. Like, if you're harmless and like not malicious and you're not saying it in that context, you can kind of get away with it, you know?
Yeah, not that we want to get away with it.
No, we don't. No, I know.
Or be controversial. But over the years, I think once I started gaining more popularity, people would pick apart what I would say.
Yeah.
You know?
Even I've noticed that with you in the short time. You know? Like, you say one little thing. I remember the solarium thing. Oh my God, you got absolutely charcoaled.
That was from like 3 years ago. And like my friends will send me shit and they're like, have you seen this? I'm like, oh, sake.
Yeah, what is it now? What have I said now?
What is it now? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying.
People just nitpicking. But the way I look at it is that like no one's going to try and bring you down or say a negative comment or anything like that if they're doing better than you.
Or they're happy with their own life.
That's right. There's a part of them that wants to bring people down because they're not happy with where they are.
Yeah, or they're envious of your life.
100%.
Yeah.
No one's going to put a negative comment on your post if they're super happy with their life, they're super happy with their family. Like, they're not going to bother. Why waste your time commenting like
I know
negative stuff, right?
I would love to get inside one of those people's heads just for a day.
Yeah.
And like
put me in there.
break it down and understand so I can tell people who do get affected by it, hey, listen,
Yeah.
this is what's going on. Like it's got to be some psychological up shit.
Yeah. I think it's hard to deal with the negative stuff if it's like your first TV show. For example, maths. Like I know a couple of people that have come off maths. Yeah, same. But maths is kind of known to have like a villain, like a really bad villain.
It's the way they edit it.
And it's just the way they edit it. And like, if you're not used to being in the public eye and you come off a show like that and then you've been made out to be the villain, where, you know, you could have had the best experience on maths, you come out thinking your life's going to be great now, and then you've been portrayed as a villain, then I think that can be like impactful because it's like, bang, all at once. You're like,
definitely.
What?
Like bullying. It's like when that many people are coming at you and saying horrible, nasty shit, like it can wear you down. Like I've been through that situation so many times, but I'm glad, I'm thankful. I'm like, you know what? I've built up such a resilience to all of that shit now, but I feel like it's because of what I've been through, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like
you just like sort of develop like thicker skin, right?
Yeah,
so you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, even when that Calarium shit came out, I was like, it did not affect me.
Doctors were getting involved. I remember seeing a doctor come up my feed. Some doctor was calling you out for saying the wrong thing. I remember messaging you.
Yeah, anyway, just to put it out there, guys, I've recently been checked for skin cancer and I'm all good. Okay, and you should get checked too. But yeah, love our lives as influencers or social media people or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say there's more pros than cons.
100%.